Hi, my name is Georgia Boley, and I am a dietitian here at the Sheridan Senior Center. And with me today is Jodi Johnson. How are you, Jodi?
I'm good, Georgia, thanks.
Good. Thanks for being with me today. We're talking today about sugar. Jodi is also part of our nutrition team, and as a team here at the Senior Center, we make sure that the meals are nutritious as well as delicious. Not always the easiest challenge.
Not always, no.
But that's our goal every day is to meet that challenge. So one of the nutrition messages or nutrition requirements that we try to meet is to make sure that we don't serve foods with too much simple sugar. And today we're talking about simple sugar. And just an overview of what is sugar and what is carbohydrate. So just a little bit of Nutrition 101 on carbohydrate and sugar. Carbohydrate, I usually explain to a person that is not familiar with that word, a good way to start thinking about it is just the food that you eat that turns to sugar really quickly. Okay, so really it's a fancy word for sugar. Carbohydrate is a fancy word for sugar. Now there's different types of carbohydrate, and when you read a label you'll see carbohydrate is a category in bold, and underneath that category are several other items, and one of those items is sugars. Well, the sugars are the simple carbohydrates, simple because they're actually mono and disaccharides that are so simple that they easily digest and absorb very quickly and affect your blood sugar. And we're not wired to have a whole lot of simple sugar. We're wired to have somewhere around 4 to 5 teaspoons, which is about 20 to 25 grams of simple sugar or sugars on your labels a day. Jodi, you want to take a guess how many grams the average American gets?
Per day, I would say 50.
50 is a good guess, but it's even higher than that.
Wow.
It's actually around 88. Again, you're supposed to get 20 to 25 grams. Most Americans get 88.
Well, I was shocked at how much sugar is in this little yogurt.
Some foods that you think of are healthy and a great part of your daily routine. You got to read those labels because they are full of sugar. We as Americans have a demand for a high sugar taste because we have become used to a lot of sugar in our foods, and so food producers know this, and so they know to make their product marketable, they have to have high sugar content in that food. Plus, sugar is so cheap. Yeah. Guess who's the cheapest sugar? I call her the floozy, she's so cheap.
I don't know.
High fructose corn syrup.
Oh.
I call her the floozy of the sugar world because when she came along in sugar food production, which was in the 70s, it drove sugar prices down. Before that, sugar was much more expensive and kind of more of a treat. In the 70s, with high fructose on the scene, sugar became ubiquitous, meaning it's in everything and it's really cheap and easy to get. So that's why I call her the floozy. She's cheap and easy.
Well, and I was wondering, I've heard good and bad about high fructose corn syrup.
Yes. The number one thing that makes high fructose corn syrup not a good choice, and you should avoid it, is because it is in everything. And so just avoiding it, you're going to lower your total sugar intake. We almost doubled our sugar intake in the last 30 years, and in the last 100 years, we've more than tripled it. 100 years ago, our ancestors had about 5 to 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. Again, we're at 22 now. So, if you want any more information, I would love to visit with you, and I have a handout here called Sugar Shockers that you could come and pick one up for free. So please come join us here at the Senior Center for one of our delicious, nutritious meals. I hope to see you soon in our dining room.
Bye-bye.
Bye.